Hello everyone, I'm Lulu. Welcome to Lulu's AI Daily Brief, your tech intelligence brief. Here's today's latest AI news for July 6, 2026. We have 12 stories. Let's get into it. Here's your quick overview. Coming up, Meta's $2 billion plus GPU surplus fuels cloud war against AWS and Azure. Claude Fable 5 restored after 18-day US export ban. Karpathy calls it top-tier fablemaxxing. DeepSeek V4 Pro costs just $0.435 per million input tokens. January 10 th of Claude Sonnet 4.6. OpenAI merges Codex into ChatGPT. Coding becomes a native ChatGPT experience. And more in today's 12-story brief. Let's dive in. Meta just ignited a cloud infrastructure war, leveraging its $2 billion plus surplus of H100 and H200 GPUs to launch Meta Compute, a bare metal rental service aimed squarely at AWS, Azure, and Google. CEO Zuckerberg bluntly stated, "Models can be slow, but GPUs must earn." And investors agreed. Meta's stock jumped 9% on the news. This isn't vaporware. It's a structural shift in AI compute economics. In a dramatic policy reversal, Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 has been fully restored to Claude Code after an 18-day US export ban, triggered by jailbreak concerns. Now, top AI researcher Karpathy is calling its 3D world generation top-tier fablemaxxing and declaring something startling: the real bottleneck isn't the model anymore, it's us. The human. That's huge and controversial. Here's a number that changes everything. DeepSeek V4 Pro costs just 43.5 cents per million input tokens, about 1/10 the price of Claude Sonnet 4.6. Real-world tests confirm 3 days of heavy use, millions of tokens processed, for only $2. That's not theoretical, it's live data. And it means long-running, high-token agent applications are no longer lab experiments, they're production-ready. By the way, if this brief helps, please subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a daily update. OpenAI just pulled the plug on Codex as a separate tool, merging it fully into ChatGPT desktop. Coding is no longer a plugin, it's now a native ChatGPT experience. Engineers will get full context awareness across chats and code, and OpenAI says this unification is about building one AI workbench, not 3 separate products. Karpathy just declared the next AI frontier: not text, not images, not even video, but fully interactive, code-powered 3D worlds. He dubbed it top-tier fablemaxxing, praising models that fuse knowledge and code to build rich, playable environments. This isn't sci-fi, it's already changing how we build game engines, VR training sims, and even agent evaluation sandboxes. Fei-Fei and team just flipped AI training on its head with Real2 Sim, a new pipeline that takes one real-world video and automatically generates infinite, high-fidelity simulation environments. Instead of struggling to bridge the sim-to-real gap, they skip it entirely, start with real data, then synthesize the sim. This could massively accelerate robotics, autonomous vehicles, and any field starved for diverse, scalable training data. A real-world cost benchmark just dropped. Developer Simon Willison built sqlite-utils 4.0 RC2, the latest release of a widely used Python database utility, almost entirely with Claude Fable. Total cost? $149.25. That includes full task breakdown, clean implementation, and automated test generation. This isn't prototyping, it's shipping production code at scale. Huawei just upgraded its answer to Moore's Law, releasing Tao Law V2, a refined chip-level scaling theory developed under US sanctions. Authored by Hitingbo of HiSilicon, it adds crucial engineering detail and reveals dead-end technical paths, making the theory more concrete, testable, and geopolitically significant. LeCun's team has cracked a decades-old problem: catastrophic forgetting in world models. Their new continuous learning method lets these models grow smarter over time, adding new experiences without wiping out old ones. For robotics and embodied AI, this brings us closer to truly autonomous agents that learn, adapt, and remember, just like humans do. Here's the uncomfortable truth behind Fable 5's power: the model isn't the bottleneck, the human is. Claude engineers just published a detailed guide revealing that Fable 5's biggest unlock comes not from better prompts, but from clearer task specifications, architecture, context, constraints, all spelled out up front. They even shared exact templates to help teams adopt this immediately. The Chinese Academy of Sciences just open-sourced Mandol, a radical new approach to agent memory. Instead of relying on slow external vector databases, Mandol stores long-term context directly in RAM. That means ultra-low latency, minimal overhead, and ideal performance for resource-constrained or high-frequency agent applications. At ACL 2026, researchers uncovered a surprising weakness in diffusion language models: bigger isn't better. In fact, larger block sizes actively worsen inference performance, a direct challenge to conventional wisdom. The team responded with a targeted correction method, offering a new path forward for faster, more efficient non-autoregressive text generation. That's all for today's Lulu's AI Daily Brief. If this was helpful, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video. I'm Lulu. See you tomorrow.